Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck.
I'm not surprised.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the MMA Corner, and in today's video I want to give you guys my reaction and thoughts to the co-main for UFC 312, where the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champ of the world, Weili, defending her title against the previously 11-0 Tatiana Suarez. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like the video, and comment below on who you had win this fight. So with that being said, let's get straight to it. All right, guys. So before we start, talking about the fight, I want to give, a round of applause for the champ for defending her title and Tatiana Suarez, because Tatiana Suarez, she hung in there. She hung in there from the very first round to the very end. Weili was not able to put her away. And even though throughout the fight, I thought I saw Tatiana's will diminishing, she kept fighting. She kept throwing. She kept, trying. You know what I'm saying? So I think that speaks volumes for her. And Weili, she did what she had to do. She survived the takedown. She, especially that first round, guys. That first round, I thought Tatiana came out very strong. It had me a little concerned. It had me a little worried. I thought that if Tatiana kept up that pace and kept doing what she did in that first round, I thought Weili was gonna be in big trouble and possibly losing her title that night, right? But as the fight continued, as the rounds went on, that just didn't happen anymore. You know what I'm saying? Weili, she figured out Tatiana's game plan and she adjusted accordingly. Okay. Now I think Tatiana was, going the way she should have in order to win this fight. But I just think there was some things that maybe she could adjust or change, or she could have changed in order to have a more successful performance. But because on the feet, guys, Weili was cracking her. You know what I'm saying? On the feet, I don't think Tatiana would have done well. So I think her trying to wrestle and take down Weili, I think that was the way for her to go in order to win this fight. But there was just some things missing, which led her to not win the fight. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing with Weili, guys. Okay, Weili is one of those fighters that if you want to beat, you need to send her to the shadow round, because if you don't, you're not gonna put her away. Okay, she is very, very, very tough. She's been in war. She can take a punch. You know what I mean? She's fought wrestlers before. You know what I mean? So if you guys, I think if you want to beat Weili, you need to hit her with something so strong that is gonna, separate her from her consciousness. Okay, she reminds me a little bit of Merab Dvalishvili, because I feel like Merab is the same way. You will not be able to put out Merab or beat him. You need to really put away Merab. You need to send him to the shadow realm too, because he is not gonna go away. They are just, very, very tough, and they don't have to quit in them. You know what I mean? And that's just how I see Weili. I'm not surprised of the results to that fight. If you guys watch my prediction video, I was predicting for Weili to win, because I just, even though Tatiana was undefeated, she was 11-0 going into this fight, but just the experience that Weili has, compared to Tatiana's, I just felt that experience would come out in this fight, and no matter what Tatiana would have had thrown on Weili last night, it wouldn't have been enough. Just because Weili has gone through that adversity, she has that grit, and she has that dog in her. You guys, you know what I mean? So that's why I knew that Weili was going to come out on top in this fight, or at least I had a good feeling that she would have, right? Like I said, that first round, it did worry me a little bit. I was like, oh my goodness, if Tatiana can continue this pressure and this dominance in the further rounds, then you know, Weili would have been in trouble. At the end of the day, Weili defeated Tatiana. Okay, I think the only lost. I think the only round that Weili lost was that first round. But other than that, I think she won the other rounds. And guys, let me tell you guys something. And this is no disrespect to the rest of the fighters in the strawweight division, but I looked at the strawweight division, and I honestly think that Tatiana and Weili beat all of them all of the ones in the top 15. Okay, that's what I think. I'm sorry, you know what I mean, but that's what I think. So I do think that if Weili decides to stay in the strawweight division, I do think that we will see Tatiana and Weili again in the future. And I think if Suarez changes a couple of things, I think Suarez could come back stronger and better, probably be Weili. Okay, I think she has if she corrects some things or changes a couple of things, I think she could find the plan to be Weili. Okay, and now Weili. I mean, Weili can stay in that division, collect some more checks, and keep reigning that throne, or she can go up and fight Valentina Shevchenko. Okay, I know Valentina does have some contenders in her division. For example, Erin Blanchfield. You know, I think that's gonna be a tough fight for Valentina if they ever do fight. But I think Weili, if she wants to, I think she could go up there and face Valentina. I think that's a more dangerous opponent for her than anyone in the top 15 in her division. Again, I'm sorry, but that's just what I think. I say if Weili wants that double champ status, I think she should feel, you know, more than free to go ahead and challenge herself and try to earn that double champ status. And now for Suarez, I think she gets a couple more wins in that top 5, maybe 1 or 2 more, and I think she will. And she runs it back with Weili. And like I said, if she just makes some adjustments or she comes in with a little bit more of a different game plan, then I think Suarez has a good chance at beating Weili. Because even though she lost, I mean, she was still trying, guys. She has heart, and she has, and I think she has it. I think she has what it needs to be Weili. I think she just needs to make some tweaks. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna do it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to see my thoughts and reaction to Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland, you can do so by clicking here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.